Fireside Chat. Thanks for tuning in to our program.
I noticed the array of golf clubs you have, which are now for sale. You've been quite into golfing, a golf enthusiast.
Oh yeah, I used to be a scratch golfer at one time here in Porterville, but actually probably a 4 or 5, out of town, so forth like that. But then I've always been interested in golf. In fact, I still play golf at my age at 92, and so I just kind of collected golf clubs along at yours, and then I have a good friend up in Sacramento, Jackie Martinez, and he brings down a bunch of golf clubs, and I sell them for him too. So we have a pretty good assortment of golf clubs at real good prices, because. And
they're probably some of the better ones, because they don't. I guess you could say they don't make them like they used to. You got some good old classics.
Things have changed a lot. We used to have nothing but Wilsons and Spaldings and McGregors, and about those are about it. Well, now you've got all kinds of different ones, Callaways and TaylorMades and all kinds.
And I've also noticed that you have there some golf videos on helping with golf and golf gear, like golf shoes that you're even selling.
Yeah, we do. We have golf instructions, where you can sharpen up your short game or lengthen your drive, deals like that. And we saw quite a few of those. People use them to try to improve their game rather than have to go out and have an expensive lessons for $25 or $30. They buy a $3 tape and look at that. That old scale there, it's a free scale and it's a weighted scale, and it was a deluxe model made by the Toledo company, scale company.
Well, I am familiar with Toledo. I used to be employed with Southern Pacific Railroad Company, and we even used Toledo scales, and sometimes to even weigh some of the cars, the box cars and things. While I have the microphone, I did have something else that I was very curious about when it comes to you writing these books. You have a nice selection of books. You're the author on those books, aren't you?
Yeah.
Does that take you a long time to think of the story that you want to get printed? And I know a lot of that is, in a way, a hobby, isn't it? Could you just...
Well, it's kind of a hobby and a business too. Most of my books are the Saddleback books, softbound. But then we did do, I think, 16 hardbound books, and then there was a book. Ina Steiner was a school teacher here in Porterville in 1912, and she was interested in the history of Porterville, so she assembled a history. But then when 1948, she published it, but she published it with typewriters, and they only made 4 copies. And so one went to the Bancroft Library, one to the school, and one to her church, the Methodist Church.
Could you tell us and the viewers the title of these books, some of the titles and the content and what they're about?
Oh yeah, a lot of times, like Ina Steiner's is, that's the history of Porterville is Ina Steiner's book. But then we have, we put out a book way back, and it was called Porterville, Main Street. And so then we sold that a lot and everything. Finally, we began to look at it, and the pictures in there that were supposed to be current pictures were getting pretty old themselves. So they put out another book.
And the books you authored, the same sort of stuff you're talking about in the books you authored?
I authored all of them, like that. But then on that other deal, we got Porterville Then and Now, and so then that got old, and so now after about 30 years, we got Porterville Then and Now.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Well, it's interesting stuff, and if you want to know all about Porterville, this is one of the places to go or come to over here on Main Street in Porterville. It's Edwards Gallery.
Yeah. We have pictures on all the books on all the others too. Like Lindsay, we have 2 books on Lindsay that we did, a book 1 and a book 2, and we have them of Farmersville Woodville and Porterville and California Springs.
And you can even take some of the history home with you, because there's various items that you can buy and take home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The books sell all the time, though. People are always looking for the books and so forth like that. And about every night, see, I live upstairs there, and so my telephone's hooked down here. So generally at nighttime, somebody always called me up wanting to know about a book or some information and stuff like that. So
here, I'm going to hand the mic over to the host here, and I'm the co-host, Terry Mudge, and my dad, Dennis Mudge, and we're here with Jess Edwards here and on Main Street here at Edwards Gallery.
Golly, got a lot of interesting things that we've talked about already, and I know we've just barely scratched the surface. When you start talking about Lindsay, I grew up in Lindsay. I was over there, and I kind of like that town. My mom, she was a secretary to the division manager for the General Telephone Company. Her name was Marie Mudge. My dad, John Mudge, he worked for the Capico sprinkler system in Lindsay. And also he had some various jobs. He was also an insurance salesman. But I kind of like growing up there. I graduated from LHS in 1961. I kind of liked it there. It's a small town. I've seen a lot of changes. What we see now is a different town, but nothing stays the same forever, does it?
No, that's the only thing you can guarantee on is there's going to be change. Yeah. Okay, Jeff Edwards, it's Edwards Gallery, 248 North Main Street, Porterville, California. And the telephone number is 559 area code and 781-1225.
This has been Fireside Chat on the road in Porterville, California, and it's been our pleasure.
It's nice. It's nice. It's kind of...
Well, thank you very much, Terry. And Dennis.
It's kind of like I've known you for 3 years.
Such a night, such a night, sweet confusion under the moonlight. Such a night, such a night, got to steal away. Time seemed right. Baby, your eyes met mine at a glance. You let me know this was my chance. Came in with my best friend Jim. Here I am, just trying to steal you away from him. Oh baby, if I don't do it, somebody will. If I don't do it, no, somebody else will. If I don't do it, somebody will. If I don't do it, oh yeah, somebody will. Such a night, such a night, sweet confusion under the moonlight. Such a night, such a night, got to steal away, the time seemed right. Baby, I couldn't believe my ears. My heart just skipped a little beat. You told me we could slip away down to the dark end of the street. You can't be with my best friend Jim. Here I am, trying to steal you away from him. If I don't do it, somebody else will. If I don't do it, somebody else will. If I don't do it, you know somebody will. If I don't do it, or somebody else will. Oh boy.
was a pleasure having you here with us. And just as a reminder, please check in next Saturday for a brand new show.